Pete, guess what? Guess what time it is?
9:30?
It is time to learn about God's timing, and we've got an epic quiz for you this week. And
Guess what?
Tell me, Pete.
We've got a new name.
We have a name.
It's original.
It's super exciting.
It's unique.
It's
Lake Show Youth!
Wow! Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Guys, we are back to Link Show Youth. It's no longer insert name here. It's Link Show Youth. And we're so keen.
The Link Show Youth. It's just Link Show Youth. No need for them does.
We're not that formal. We're not that formal.
Link Show Youth. We're kicked back. We're learning about time.
We're learning about time, keep it in time, staying in time. Seasons like winter. Guys, today we are going to be hearing from Buckle.
Yes.
Who's going to be talking to us about time. And one of my favorite books, Ecclesiastes. Say that 10 times fast.
Ecclesiastes.
And later on, this is where the cool get it done.
Let's go.
All about time.
Ooh.
And guess what?
Yes, tell me.
It's time for part 1 with Buckle about time.
Let's go.
Okay, so I remember a time when I was at school and we had this one teacher who was a very serious teacher. We knew that in his class we had to be extra quiet and extra respectful because otherwise detention. It was like real fast. If you did the wrong thing, detention. And so we're sitting in class on this day and my teacher is up the front. He's like drawing on the blackboard, writing the notes for the day. I'm pretty sure at the time it was an English class and we were doing a big word test. So it was like, who can figure out what these big words are? And so while the teacher's turned around and we're all sitting there quietly, my friend leans over and whispers into my ear the funniest joke I'd heard all week. And everything in me tried to contain the laughter, but it got out. I burst out laughing in the class, uncontrollable laughing, not just like a giggle. This joke was so funny that I just burst uncontrollably and it was instant. Everyone got like a fright from how loud I laughed. My friend was like, "What are you doing? Why are you laughing so loud?" The teacher spins around and sees that me and my friend were talking and instantly we both got detention. We both got in trouble and rightly so. We shouldn't have been talking in class. My friend shouldn't have told the joke. I was a part of it. I shouldn't have listened and we got detention. But here's the thing. There was nothing wrong with the joke. It wasn't like a bad joke. It was a good joke. It was hilarious and there was nothing wrong with it. The problem was it was the wrong time. The timing was wrong. That was not the time or place to tell me a joke that would make me laugh so hard that I nearly wet my pants. It was very funny. I remember another time I'm not very good at remembering birthdays and so I had got one of my first phones and I had like a digital calendar that had reminders and I was like, I'm going to put all the people's birthdays in my calendar so that it reminds me to say happy birthday. This is before like Facebook and social media apps that remind you of your friend's birthday. And so for my mum, I put her birthday in, not thinking, I just chucked it in and it was all good to go. So then on this particular day, my phone buzzes and says, "It's your mum's birthday." So I pick up my phone. I'm like, I got to call my mum. So I call mum and mum answers. She's like, "Hey, Daniel," because mum calls me Daniel, not Buckle. And she's like, "Hey, Daniel, how you doing?" I said, "Happy birthday to..." I start singing happy birthday through the phone. And my mum goes, "Hold on, stop. And I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You got the right day. Like you got the number right. But my birthday is next month, not this month." Did the right thing. Once again, the problem wasn't what I did. The problem was my timing. I got my timing all wrong. And over this series, we've been talking about the different aspects of what wisdom is. And today I want to talk about the fact that one of the elements of wisdom is timing. See, one part of wisdom is knowing what the right thing to do and what the wrong thing to do is. But another part of wisdom is knowing, okay, this is the right thing to do, but when should I do it? What is the right time? And for some of those things, they're funny things like getting birthdays wrong or talking in class. Talking in class is the wrong timing. But it can actually impact you as you get older as well. For example, spending money, like buying things. Now, buying things isn't necessarily wrong, but once again, it's a wisdom thing. Like, is this the right time to buy things? And although you might still be grade 7, grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, however old you are, you don't have that problem yet. At this age where you are now is a good time to learn the the wisdom of timing to help you when you're older. So we're going to take a look at a passage in the Bible where someone unpacks this idea and talks about wisdom and timing. And we're also going to learn how we can apply that to our lives now to help save us from a lot of heartache when we get older. But we'll talk about that in just a minute.
Hey, thanks so much, Buckle, for your time on Preach Part 1. We cannot wait to go future in time and listen to Preach Part 2. But right now, it is time for Get It Done.
Woo!
Tell me, Pete.
We are playing a time game, but it's not like a time game where you have to time yourself.
Ooh.
It's a trivia about timelines.
Trivia,
Trivia
yes,
timelines.
quiz
So,
time.
Our producer has written out some questions.
Yes.
And what we need to do is we have to say whether event history A happens before or after event history B. Noah, it's time to get it done.
The first question is, which was the first comic book publisher, DC or Marvel?
I know this.
Oh, easy. You say DC as well?
DC, baby.
DC.
The answer is DC.
Let's go.
I'll tally it up. We'll tally it up. 1-1. 1-1, baby.
Question number 2. Which is older, Nintendo or the modern Olympics?
Modern Olympics? Like, what does that mean? Like,
What is the modern Olympics? And what's Nintendo? Like, did Nintendo make, like, basketballs before
Like
they got into technology?
washing machines?
Washing machine?
You pick one and I'll pick the other one.
All right.
And one of us will be right. 3, 2, 1, Olympics.
Olympics.
I tricked you.
This guy.
Who won?
The answer is Nintendo.
You burger. He literally
That's
said,
right.
I
You
took
know
this
what?
one.
We still tied. We still tied.
1-1.
Nintendo started in 1889.
Wait, so what counts as modern Olympics?
1889. Wow. That's been around for ages.
The modern Olympics started in 1896. All right, question number 3.
Let's go.
Which is older, the start of the Aztec civilization or Oxford University?
You know what? I reckon it's 3, 2, 1, Oxford.
Aztec. Come on now. Please.
England's older than us.
The answer is...
No. Wait, is it historical or when they've been around? Because my boys, the Aztecs, may not have been found, but they've been around.
The answer
You know what I'm
is-
saying?
Oxford University, 1096.
1096?
Bro,
Is that even
my
a year?
Aztecs
That's
were
crazy.
around. These guys were around in the zeros.
Question number 4. Which was the first home console? PlayStation or Xbox?
Yeah, go on. Write it down. I dare you. Write it down.
The answer is PlayStation.
Yes, sir. Am I gonna guess? That's correct, right? I'm trying to figure out now the buttons. Yes, that is correct.
Question number 5.
Let's go.
Which is older, Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Coca-Cola.
I said Pepsi.
I'm not nervous. I'm very nervous about this answer.
Coca-Cola came out in 1886.
Okay.
And Pepsi came out in 1898.
Yes! Let's go. Coca-Cola, baby.
Question number 6.
Let's go.
Which is older, the Statue of Liberty or the electric light bulb? Electric light bulb was 1879.
Come on now.
The Statue of Liberty was 1886.
Okay,
Yes!
let's go.
Let's go.
Question number 7.
Let's give it.
Which is older, Mickey Mouse or the Mars bar?
That's such a
There,
crazy combo.
yeah.
That's
I
such a
never would have
crazy
put those
combo.
things together. That's awesome. Mickey. How's that for a drawing? Someone call me Van Gogh.
Oh, that's a little the boat. Yeah.
So the Mars bar came out in 1932.
1932.
Yep. And
Mickey's
Mickey
before
Mouse came out in 1928.
Yee!
4 years. 4 years.
Let's go.
Are we tying? Are we on 4-4?
Come on, I'm
You're on 5.
5.
How are you on 5? What?
Which is older, the invention of the seatbelt or the first Spider-Man comic?
Peter Parker, don't fail me now.
It's definitely this.
We'll find out in post.
The answer
Spider-Man.
is the seatbelt.
Oh, I could have
You could
won
have
it.
won it, Pete.
Surely I got the same answer. No, probably
I
not.
win!
Wait.
Thank you very much. Get It Dones are getting them done. Just like every single week we get to watch this show. And it is so enjoyable. And every single week we have a time for Preach Part 1, a time for Noah to win the game. And now there is a time for Preach Part 2. So let's go watch Buckle, check it out now.
Okay, so all through the Bible, there's stories of people doing things and either making good decisions or bad decisions. And quite regularly here on Link Show Youth, we tell those stories like David and Goliath or Noah and the flood. But today, I don't just want to look at a story. I want to look at something that someone wrote in the Bible. You see, King Solomon in the Bible had an opportunity, and we've talked about this before, that God said, hey, you're honoring me, you're living right. I want to give you anything you want, just name it. And instead of Solomon saying, give me heaps of money, give me lots of wealth, give me a big castle, give me a big kingdom, Solomon says, God, give me wisdom so that I can lead your people well. That was his request, and so God honored that. And so we know Solomon ends up being one of the wisest people in the entire world. God gives him incredible godly wisdom. And so there's a book of the Bible called Ecclesiastes, and there's actually quite a couple of books in the Bible Solomon wrote. But in Ecclesiastes, Solomon is unpacking his life experience. And I think for us, looking at someone who is that wise, we should probably read what they say and see if there's something we can learn from it. And so this whole section in Ecclesiastes 3, starting from verse 1, it's literally titled in my Bible here, it says, a time for everything. And so it talks about this. There is a time for every season. So you think about what the seasons are. You've got summer, autumn, winter, spring, but he's talking even broader than that, that in summer, it's a different season to winter. The way we live our life in summer is different to winter, especially if you're somewhere that goes from being really hot to potentially snow. And the way he goes to continue, he says, there is a time for every one of these activities under heaven, in other words, on earth. There's a time for all of our activities. And then he unpacks them. And it starts from the beginning. He says there's a time when you're born. It's the beginning of your life. And there's a time when we all die, when we get to the end of our lives. He says there's a time to plant seeds in the ground. And then there's a time to harvest. So like you think about if I go out and plant carrot seeds, for example, and I wait 3 days, and then I go out and I rip the seeds up now hoping to find carrots. Well, the timing's wrong because I need to give those seeds time to grow and to become what they are. So I need to wait. There's a time to plant those seeds and then there's a time to harvest them. He goes on to say that there's a time to kill and a time to heal, and continues on by saying there's a time to tear things down and there's a time to build things up. And I know for me, I don't believe there'll ever be a time where I physically kill. But are there things in my life that I need to kill? Like, are there selfishness things in my life that I need to tear down? Are there attitudes I have towards people that I need to tear down? Are there relationships that are bad for me that I need to destroy and move away from because they're not helping me reach who I need to be? And then what are the relationships I should be building into to help me become who I'm meant to be? Like, there's a time for both. There are times for you to think, that's not actually a good friend. That person in my life isn't helping me, but they're actually tearing me down. So I needed to break that relationship, right? He goes on to say there is a time to cry and there's a time to laugh. Like, it's okay in seasons of our life when we are hurting and when there is pain to cry and to let that grief out. But then we have to remember there are seasons where we celebrate and we're joyful, and we need to be aware of that timing. And I'll rattle through a few more of these really quickly. He says, there's a time to scatter stones and a time to gather stones. In other words, there's a time to put things out and there's time to bring things in. There's a time to search and there's a time to stop searching. Maybe you're chasing after something and maybe it's not good for you to chase after that thing anymore. Maybe you're trying to get rich instead of trying to seek a good friendship with God. So what are you putting your attention on and your focus on? And lastly, the last one I want to read out, because there's a few more of these, you can go read them yourself. It says, there is a time to speak and there is a time to be quiet. You see, I think ultimately, like we learned last week, life and death is in the power of the tongue. That the whole idea of wisdom in timing is about understanding the season we're in. What season of your life are you in right now? Grade 7, 8, 9, you're at school, you don't have the responsibility that an adult has. What season are you in and what is your timing? And ultimately that question is, how do I use the time I have right now? What's the most impactful thing I can do with my life right now? Because I can't go back in time and make any changes. And I can't jump forward in time to make changes. All I can impact and affect is right now. And so how do I use today best? And so if I'm at school, I'm building friendships with people that help me. I'm learning what I need to do to build into my future. I'm not being rude. I'm not being jealous. I'm practicing kindness. I'm pushing away selfishness. And so every single day, I love to think to myself, okay, what is today's purpose? What is it that I need to do today, the timing that today requires for me to build the future that I know God has for me? So ultimately, that's what we're learning today. It's all about timing. What are you meant to do today? What is the one thing that you can do today that you can't do yesterday, and maybe you won't be able to do tomorrow, but you can do today, that is going to build into the future that God has for your life?
Buckle, what a timely message, man. I think it hits me right here.
Yeah.
It hits me right here, man. Right in my sternum. You know what I'm saying? Which is next to my heart, which is where it's hitting. So, I think that's awesome we can trust God no matter the timing, no matter the season, circumstance. And honestly, if you're going through a hard time right now and things are looking pretty tough, the best thing you can do is trust God and pray to Him.
Definitely.
That's,
Timing is so important. And I think with Ecclesiastes 3, how it highlights that there are actually seasons for everything. As you said, like there's a time for laughter and there's a time for sadness. Like I would encourage you to read over Ecclesiastes in your own time and actually just reflect on what it says, maybe what season you're going through, and know that God is in it and through it all, and you can trust Him with everything. So thanks so much, Buckle, for enlightening us, for increasing our wisdom. Wisdom's gone up another level, knowing that God's timing is perfect. So if you learned something, let us know. And even more importantly, if you want to hear more, let us know in the comments. If you cannot comment right now because you're not allowed your phone at school or at church, this is what you need to do. It is the time to bug your leader, bug your teacher. Excuse me.
Yes, Noah.
Please put a comment in the show.
Of course we can put a comment in the show. Yes, of course we can put a comment in the show.
Comment what you want to see in our videos, in some games, in our Get It Dones. Comment what you want to learn. Comment some questions that you have for us, for Pete and myself. But until next time, I'm Noah.
And I'm Peter.
And this has been
Link Show Youth.
Bang! Bang, 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 bang.